Hello, I'm Courtney, what's up? And today I'm going to be doing the Parks and Rec book tag. So, the day I'm filming this, it's Galentine's Day today. This video is not going to be up on Galentine's Day, but I'm filming this on Galentine's Day. And, you know, Galentine's Day, I discovered this holiday at least from Parks and Rec, and so I was like, oh, what if like a Parks and Rec book tag exists? So I just looked it up on YouTube, and it does exist, and that's what I'm doing today! Parks and Rec is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I first watched the show back in the beginning of 2015, so that was like almost 2 years ago now, and that's a very sad thought. But I just recently rewatched the show, and it was just so much fun. I had forgotten how much I love these characters in the story, and it was just so much fun to rewatch it. If you have not watched Parks and Rec, I highly recommend it. It is such a funny show. It's so great. It's so relatable, and just like, I want to give everyone a hug because like, I love it. I just love the characters. It's great. That's all I can say. It's just amazing. But I'm doing the Parks and Rec tag today, and I think there's 10 questions, and they have to deal with like the characters from the show, and we gotta relate these characters to books, and I am pumped, so let's just get started. So the first question has to deal with Leslie Knope, which, by the way, what a woman. I love her. And the question for her is a strong female lead character. There are lots of strong female lead characters, but I gotta go with my most recent one that I've discovered, Kestrel from the Winter's Curse trilogy. I'm now marathoning the series. I just uploaded my book talk on the Winter's Curse, and I got the Winter's Crime today. I've only like read a page because I have literally had no time to read today, which sucks. But I'm excited to read more of this. I'm gonna read a lot tonight. I am pumped, but Kestrel is so strong. She's such a great strategist. She has just such an intelligent mind, and I love her. The next question has to deal with Ben Wyatt, which I love Ben. He's such a cute little nerd, and I love him. And the question for him is a character that you can see yourself dating or marrying. There are so many fictional boys that I just would like love to date, but it's so rare for me to say that I would marry one. Like, the only fictional character I ever said I would marry is Nina from Six of Crows. She's not even a dude, like, she's a girl, but I would hands down marry her because I love her. But if I had to choose a dude, I'm probably gonna go with Ryson from the Akatar series because he is bae. The next question has to deal with Ron Swanson, which, a man. Oh gosh, I love Ron. He's great. And the question with him is a character that you didn't think you would end up loving. I gotta go with Helene from the Amber and the Ashes series. I would pick up the book, but it's all the way up there and I am lazy. But I wasn't the biggest fan of Helene and Amber of the Ashes because I didn't want her to end up with Ilias. But then I read Torch Against the Night, and I was like, this woman, like, why did I not love her in the first book? This girl is great. It was so weird, that dramatic change. But Helene, she's great in the second book. I loved her. She is such a fantastic character, and I'm so excited to see where she's gonna go in book 3. The next question has to deal with April Ludgate, which, oh, April. My little evil child. I love April. She's great. And the question for her is a grumpy character that is very lovable. My first immediate thought to this was Ronan from the Raven Cycle series. He can be grumpy. Like, I'm just saying, he gets very easily annoyed. But you still love him. Even though he can be annoying, you still love him. Like, I had problems with Ronan in the first, like, 2 books. I think it was Blue Lily, Lily Blue, where I was like, okay, I could tolerate this. But then he's great in this. I love him in this, and I just love his annoying little self. The next question has to deal with Andy Dwyer, which I love Andy. He's so funny. He makes me laugh so hard where I'll just be like laughing for like 5 minutes straight, and I'm just laughing so hard that like I can't breathe. It's one of those laughs, okay? And he just makes me laugh all the time. He's great. And plus Chris Pratt. But the question for him is a character that seems to get in a lot of trouble. Y'all, I kind of hate myself for this, but my first thought was Percy Jackson. He knew be getting himself in trouble. You cannot deny me on this. Like, he's a little troublemaker in The Lady Thief. Sometimes I forget this, where I'm just like, you know, don't you realize that, like, Percy got suspended from, like, 6 schools, and he's only 12? Like, I forget these things. This is why I need to reread PTO, because I've forgotten, like, a bunch of stuff. The next question is Ann Perkins. Oh, and I just love the way Chris Traeger says Ann's name, okay? And the question with her is a character that you would like as your best friend. I remember when I first started this channel, whenever I would get a question like this when I did a tag, I would always say Cammy Morgan from the Gallagher Girls series. So now I feel like I still kind of have to say up, which is still even accurate to this day. What would I give to be best friends with Cammy Morgan? She is amazing. She could save me. She could protect me from all the bad guys. Plus she could tell me all about Zach. That just sounds amazing. The next question has to deal with Gary/Jerry/Larry/Terry Gurridge, which, by the way, I love all his names. That's so funny throughout the whole entire show. And the question for him is a book that you don't really care for. I'm not going to say much for this book because I feel like I have been hating on this book too much for the past 2 months, but, Stealing Snow. If you watched multiple videos of mine, I have given this book lots of hate. I am not the biggest fan. I don't really like it that much. I don't care for it. I'm not going to even read the next book because I don't want to know what happens. I honestly do not care. The next question has to deal with Donna Meagle, which, yes, that is my woman. I love her. She is just... she's great. And the question for her is a book that was spoiled for you. I used to get spoiled for books all the time. Or I would give myself spoiled. Like, I'm not going to deny the fact that I am one of those people who have looked up spoilers on Tumblr because I am trash and I just need to know answers. I remember back last April, before The Raven King came out, people found the book early, and I searched up spoilers, and I found a spoiler about Blue and Gansey. It wasn't something big, but, like, still, it was a spoiler, and I remember just being like, oh my gosh, I hate myself for this, because, I mean, it was still a spoiler, and I was like, okay, but if this is, like, actually true, like, when I actually read the book, and this happens, I am going to hate myself even more. I spoiled myself a lot for The Raven King. I searched up so many spoilers for that book because I was desperate. The next question has to deal with Chris Traeger, which I love Chris. Like, me and my sister will text each other gifs of him because Chris just gets it. I just love his enthusiasm. It's great. And the question with him is a character that is dealing with a lot of emotional baggage. I feel like pretty much all the characters I read about have a lot of emotional baggage, but I definitely feel like Elaine from the Throne of Glass series has a lot. She's been through so much ever since she was like 6 years old. She just can't get a break, and I feel bad for her all the time, and she just has such a troubled past, and all I want for her is to have happiness, but she can't find it because people keep doing stupid things and life just sucks, and I feel so bad for her, and I just wish her all the happiness in the world. And finally, the last question has to deal with Tom Haverford, which Tom was my first immediate favorite. When I first started watching the show, Tom made me laugh so hard. I was just like, this man is great, and treat yourself. It's the best day of the year. That's my favorite line from him. And the question with him is a character that has a lot of swag. I obviously gotta go with Julian from Wayfair. He just, like, loves himself. Alright? He just talks about himself all the time, and he just thinks he's all that, even though he really isn't, but I still love him anyway, because he's great, but he loves himself. That's all I can really say about Julian. But that, my friends, was the Parks and Recreation book tag. I had so much fun doing this tag. I just love Parks and Rec so much. It's forever going to be one of my favorite shows. and I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm Courtney. I'll see you all next time with a new video up soon, so I will see you then. So, bye!